Welcome back to Green and Gold Gaming. We are here with a character background for Jade. The party's recently joined Spellthief. I am Renegade Paladin, the narrator.
Hey, it's Bosheck.
And we are just going to go over Jade. This is Jade at 5th level. Of course, we're 3rd level in where the videos are now. But Jade is a Spellthief. The Spellthief class from D&D 3.5's Complete Adventurer with a Pathfinder conversion by Silk on the Paizo forums.
Link in the comments.
Yep. And so, Spellthief, you see here that she's multi-classed to Wizard and has gone into Arcane Trickster. Of course, that has not occurred yet at the point where we are in the campaign.
Sure, Jade started out as a pure spell thief, in fact, so what you're looking at is a rebuild that she underwent after a little side quest that Jade herself undertook in the current season of the campaign.
Yeah, so we will get to that when we get to it. But for now, let's go over to her Attributes tab. So she's max dex, like through the ceiling.
Yes, being a tabaxi or a catfolk, she gets a little bonus to dexterity and charisma anyway, which lends itself pretty well to the spell thief class. She's got that 20 dexterity. If you hover over the dex stat, it looks like she's added her ASI, her ability score increase at level 4 to that. In addition to that, using the group's house rules, where she's getting those free big 6s, she got an additional +2 hanging out on dex for a total of an extra 5 on a base of 15.
Yep. So, but yeah, so she has low light vision. She has dark vision for some reason. I don't think that's tabaxi default.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe she had a dark vision spell on at some point.
Jade carries a couple potions of dark vision as well as other tools to help her better enable her thievery and sneak thieving. So it almost certainly came from that. It just needs to be toggled back off.
Right, so we'll just head over to the combat tab. She typically uses a light mace.
Right, Jade is beating the snot out of people.
Yeah, as we saw several times in the Zentrum Citadel in the Raiders of Gallows Roost. As of this, I don't think she had him at character creation. She also has like a dagger of venom and a blur strike dagger. I'm pretty sure we picked those up later on.
Indeed, the blur strike dagger was returned to Jade after she missed out on it after she went on her little side quest. The dagger of venom is acquired shortly in this season of the campaign. The Ooze Fist of Immercool is something that you can look forward to in an adventure called the Ooze Chambers of Immercool, which will occur in season 5. Yeah.
Yeah, we're way behind on actually publishing the videos, but that's okay. We've got our rhythm down now. We're moving right along.
No mind that, Mr. Man.
Inventory, much like WX Druid's previous character, the dearly departed Jinx, Jade carries a lot of crap.
She has a Batman-esque tool belt of consumables and alchemical items, which I could say the same for many of the party members, but Jade is certainly not afraid to start chugging potions of fly or dark vision at the slightest inclination of such things being needed. She's got a pretty good arsenal, as these things have both been acquired from enemies and bought to combat specific problem creatures, as well as a few magic items that have been picked up here and there, given the density of rewards across many, many adventures at each level.
Yeah, she's got a consumable kit to rival Torindils, which is nothing to sneeze at.
Sure. Notably, Jade has a number of spell books. This is one of the catfolk's favorite things to pilfer, so she can add additional magic knowledge to her own repertoire, increase her knowledge of ways to use the weave, so she can better anticipate what she might want to filch from opposing spellcasters.
Yeah, so speaking of which, let's head over to the features tab. So
if you're following along in your Spellthief PDF, the class gets a lot of its abilities in the first 2 levels. Sneak Attack, which you trade out for stealing spells, as well as the Steal Spells ability, which scales with your caster level, thanks to, on the Features tab, the Master Spellthief feat.
Yes, which allows Spellthief to stack with arcane spellcaster levels, such as those wizard levels she's got, to do the Spellthief stuff and the arcane caster level. She also took a Sneak Attacker.
Yes, Accomplished Sneak Attacker just gives Jade a little extra sneak attack, which is always welcome for someone who's looking to apply that extra precision damage. Jade has, on this current sheet, 3 levels of Wizard to complement her 2 levels of Spellthief, taking her into Arcane Trickster, which is anyone who played 3.5 knows is a pretty classic build.
Yeah, so... And the Forester feat there is a result of taking the Darkwood Stalker campaign trait twice. I think she's the only one of us to have done that.
I believe that's correct. That gives her the Forester feat as a bonus feat, making her slightly more advantageous of a combatant whenever you're in a wooded area.
Which we are a lot in this campaign.
It does come up. Second probably to dungeons, maybe surpassing it, especially in the second season here.
Yeah, so, and down at the bottom we just have the various campaign rewards and also the house rules like mental prowess and physical prowess, etc. So, heading over
sure, if you want to open up under miscellaneous, her Spellthief boons, you'll see that as Jade proceeds through the day, not only does she get to increase the caster level of spells she's stolen, but after hitting 6 encounters, she gets a big boost to regain spell slots.
Yeah, and regaining spell slots, like Torindel also regains spell slots with his 6 encounter boon. It's really helps us power through the adventuring day to regen abilities like that.
Indeed. It's a lovely little carrot to dangle to let these adventurers know you can keep pushing and you're going to get even stronger with a little bit of risk of possibly burning yourselves out. We're ready to go to the skills tab, though.
Yep. So, max ranks in acrobatics. Jade loves to tumble around the battlefield. Climb, disable device, all the things you would expect out of a rogue, but knowledge arcana because Spellthief.
Correct. Jade's a second story job kind of rogue. What with the big climbing, the large cat theming, and the typical abilities in stealth and lockpicking, that sort of deception things. You notice despite the other physical skills, Jade has no ranks in swim. Because yes, the cat does not like water.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you? Because if we what?
We'll see in a minute.
Craft magic items, 3 ranks in the background skills. I don't think that's a thing.
I haven't gone over this in a while. We'll go over that with Jade, because that is, as any of our Pathfinder experts know, just a function of spellcraft.
Yep.
Jade can have those skill points refunded into something more usable, like leatherworking or whatever the cat wants, really.
Yeah, so, spells?
Spells it is.
So Jade casts as a wizard. She doesn't have enough levels in Spellthief to cast Spellthief spells, because their half-casters don't get spells until 4th level of the class.
That is correct. Thanks to the Master Spellthief feat, Wizard caster level stacks up with Spellthief level to boost the power of the spells, even if the spell level is not the same as a 6th level wizard. Jade has a huge spell book because of the cat thief's tendency to not only acquire spell books from opposing casters, but also utilize scrolls to expand her repertoire. Despite not being a spontaneous caster, she's able to switch those around on a day-to-day basis. If you look down there, you see a stolen True Strike as well in the first levels, as Jade drags those in there, as they're acquired from various foes when the spell thief is fortunate enough to be going against somebody who has something she can take.
Yes. Because the party tends to buff up a lot. So on the buffs tab, we see a whole laundry list of stuff like Blessed from Torindil. That should be like Torindil's catcher level, not 1.
Sure, it might have been there from a potion, or it could have been the system just resetting it to 1 when it was auto-activated.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing really to talk about here. If you play Pathfinder, you know what all these do.
Right. Spells give you bonuses, and Foundry, the system, tracks those bonuses for you. So it's very convenient to have them on there to quickly activate either from your token HUD or just off of your character sheet. Or if you're fortunate enough to have things set up, you can have them activating automatically.
Yeah, so let's see. Her biography is pretty sparse. But that's okay.
Jade, check the boxes of the request for filling your character out when we created the campaign. So Jade knows what she likes to do. It's to wander, it's to get into trouble, and it's to live life to its fullest. Jade is scared of water, ticks, and giants. And Jade actually had a run-in with Silme, who will not be showing up this season, unfortunately. Rilnase's mother, the cold elven ranger, or they had a chance to chat some in the past.
Well, that does meet the requirement for a connection to at least one other character. So, do we want to go over the Spellthief or the Spellthief Conversion, or just leave it to people to follow the link to the PDF?
I mean, you should check out the PDF. I think that conversion's one of the most polished and best-looking Spellthief or Pathfinder conversions I've ever seen in my entire life, honestly, and I've been doing this a long time. It does what the Spellthief does, but the person working on it brought it up to speed with Pathfinder. It's closer to the core rogue than the Unchained rogue, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it gets some spellcasting abilities. It gets the ability to steal not only spells, but also spell effects and energy resistance and spell likes. So, I was not at all opposed to helping Jade's player find a suitable conversion that I, as a DM, was okay with, and fully endorsed this.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, the thread it was written in was from 2010, so it predates the Unchained Rogue, so that's not a surprise.
Sure, you wouldn't be amiss to give this class, free weapon finesse, and maybe the Unchained Rogue's dex to damage later than the Rogue gets it, maybe 4th or 5th, but I'm not going to get into that. I'd have to look at it and move a bunch of stuff around before I do any conversions. I've converted a number of classes, and this isn't the place to talk about it too much, but maybe we'll go over them sometime if we have an NPC that kind of hits those notes.
Yeah, and also, Jade is going down Arcane Trickster now, so she's not going to go much higher in Spellthief unless unless this campaign goes on a lot longer than we might expect.
Sure. Thanks for the Master Spellthief feat, though, courtesy of, what was that, Complete Scoundrel? It was from 3.5, and it wasn't in Complete Adventure.
It was Complete Adventurer.
Oh, they put the fix in the book?
Oh, the fix wasn't in the book. No, I think if you're talking about the Master Spellthief feat, I believe that was Complete Scoundrel, yeah.
Yeah. No, that did a good job of fixing a lot of problems that class has, and Jade has that as well. So Jade's spell stealing will continue to scale, even if those other abilities aren't gained. But Arcane Trickster offers enough that it's a fine trade-off, and lets her keep that wizard casting up.
All right, so that's about it for Jade, the catfolk the tabaxi Spellthief. So, that's thanks for watching. Hope this was interesting for you. So this is Green and Gold Gaming signing off.
Hey, good luck. Have fun.